As we predicted, Adelaide has pulled off one of the big shocks at the AFL's national draft, and former full forward Scott Hodges will be back in a Crows jumper next year. As Cos Cardone reports from Melbourne, Hodges was one of 5 players picked up by the club today.
For the first time in its short draft history, Adelaide went in with a first-round pick, and it got them 6'3" All-Australian Brent Williams from Paran.
I'd rather stay in, hometown and a club in Melbourne, but that's the way the draft works now, and you have to go interstate if you get drafted.
He was one of 3 Victorians. The Crows also pocketed 18-year-old defender Ashley Fernie.
That's what I'm sort of all about, playing AFL. So any opportunity is one you've got to take.
And they gambled on Victoria's under-17 captain Kane Johnson, an apprentice electrician at the Crown Casino site, and a key position player with big raps.
Adelaide is a good club, so it should be all right. It doesn't really worry me where I go, just as long as I'm playing AFL footy.
In this draft, we've been successful in getting a bit of everything, and I think you'd agree with that.
But in a day of shocks, which included Alan Jakovich to Footscray, one of the biggest came in at number 45.
Player 2420, Scott Hodges, Port Adelaide.
After walking out on the club 2 years ago, Hodges has opted for the Crows again in '96 rather than Port Power in '97.
What's happened in the past is all forgotten and forgiven, and as far as I'm concerned, I had two years down at Port Adelaide, and at 27 I'm not getting any younger.
We just had a gut feeling, we've gone for it, and it can be successful.
And Eagles player Adam Ugrenic completed what Shaw described a winning day.
I was very relieved in the end because I wasn't prepared to make the move across the border.
And the other winner today was Port Adelaide. After fearing the worst, the Magpies lost only 2 of their players to rival AFL clubs. The other was Clive Waterhouse, who was already Fremantle's number 1. Norwood's Matthew Primus was number 2 to Fitzroy. In all, 19 SANFL players, including West Adelaide's Doc Wilden to Essendon. In Melbourne, Cos Cardone for National 9 News.